Hello everyone, good morning all of you. This is Dr. Sudarshan Sambajara Pedgi, Assistant Professor, Department of Zoology, Kerala Sarasika Mahavadhyal Devani, your zoology companion, and welcome to my lecture. In the last lecture, we also completed the embryological evidences of evolution. Now, today we will start the next topic of our syllabus, that is the taxonomical evidences. Question may arise in your mind, what is meant by the taxonomical evidences? So, taxonomical evidences means the one particular basis on the classification. Okay, so we know very well the various types of animals present in the earth. Okay, so that animal, it will be classified on a particular characteristics, morphological characteristics, as well as the physiological, as well as the anatomical characteristics, right? So it means the all animals are different. Okay, on the basis of classifications. Okay, so now today we will start the next our topic of the syllabus, that is the evidences of classification. And that evidences of taxonomical evidences is totally depends on the classification. Okay, it is on taxonomy is the science of classification of organism. Okay, taxonomy means the science of classification of organism. Okay, and it began long before the doctrine of evolution was accepted. Okay, so firstly, science of classification of organism, that is called the taxonomy, right? And that taxonomy is firstly denoted by the Ray and Linnaeus. Okay, where these have working on particular topic. Okay, so Linnaeus the classification was based on the principle of like with like. Okay, so since the development of the theory of descent with the modification of Lamarck in 1809, and Darwin is also 1859. Okay, so the organism were classified on the basis of their interrelationship. Okay, so that's why the present day taxonomists are concerned with the naming and describing of species primarily as a means of discovering or clarifying evolutionary relationship. म्हणजेच जे काही प्रेझेंट टॅक्झॉनॉमिस्ट हे आहेत, हे जे काही ॲनिमल्सची नेमिंग किंवा जे हे करतात, त्यांना डिवाईड करतात एखाद्या ग्रुपमध्ये. म्हणजे कसं की हे जे काही कॉर्डिनेट्स आहेत, इन्व्हर्टिब्रेट कॉर्डिनेट्स आहेत, नॉन कॉर्डिनेट्स आहेत, यांना एका वेगळ्या कॅटेगरीमध्येच क्लासिफिकेशनमध्येच हे करतात, डिवाईड करतात. ते कशावरून करतात तर इट्स प्रायमरी स्पेसिस प्रायमरली ॲज अॅन मीन्स ऑफ डिस्कवरिंग और क्लॅरिफाईंग इव्होल्युशनरी रिलेशनशिप. ओके, म्हणजे डिस्कवरी म्हणजे त्याचं एक पर्टिक्युलर शोध घेऊन किंवा एक इव्होल्युशनरी रिलेशनशिपवर त्याला डिस्क्राईब करतात. ओके, सो दिस इज बेस्ड अपॉन द अझम्पशन दॅट द डिग्री ऑफ रिझम्बलन्स इन होमोलॉगस स्ट्रक्चर, ओके, इज अ मेजर ऑफ द डिग्री ऑफ रिलेशनशिप. ओके, अँड हे जे काही आहेत हे कशावर डिपेंड आहेत तर होमोलॉगस स्ट्रक्चर. होमोलॉगस मीन्स द सेम स्ट्रक्चर. Okay, homo means same. Okay, logos means the study. Okay, the same study, structure formation is the same. That's the homologous structures. Okay, and it's a totally measure degree of relationship. Okay, so these म्हणजे जे काय आहे त्याची रिलेशनशिप हे एका याच्यावर डिपेंड असते, सारखी असली पाहिजे. ते रिझेम्बलन्स आहे का नाही हे शोधण्यासाठी देखील त्याचा उपयोग होतो. ओके, सो द कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ लिव्हिंग थिंग्स आर सच दॅट दे कॅन बी फिटेड इन टू हायरार्चिकल स्कीम ऑफ कॅटेगरीज, each more inclusive than the previous one, species, genres, families, orders. Okay, these are the as well as the classes, phylum. Okay, these are the classification on particular. We know very well the phylum, class, order, family, genre, species. Okay, so suppose we have taken here the one particular example. There is the phylum Chordata, class Eus, okay, order Pistachiformes family, as well as the genera and species is there. Okay, it means the one particular complete classification of any kind of animals as well as the trees. Okay, so that is the one particular on the basis of the classification. Okay, it means the classification is totally depends on the one particular species, genera, family, orders, class and phylum. Okay, so there's a very closely related animals or plants are kept in the same species, which shows that they descended from a common ancestor. Okay, that is called the species. What is meant by the species? The closely related animals or plants are kept in the same species, which shows that they descended from the common ancestor. Okay, so that is the species. That is the one particular definition of species. Okay, and the another one is the species which are the species which are the much alike or included one genus, which is a distinct from other genera. Okay, so in this manner all the like genera are included in one family. Okay, so which shows again a sign of affinity. Okay, after that the similar families form orders, and orders are grouped into a classes. So this is the one particular classification. Okay, on the basis of taxonomy evidences on the basis of classification. Okay, another one more point we have discussed here, that is the one particular phylogenetic tree. Okay, the scheme of classification is itself a proof of descent from a common ancestor as shown by the phylogenetic tree. ओके, जर फायलोजेनेटिक ट्री म्हणजेच काय की आपण एक अशी स्कीम आहे की त्याचे आपण कॉमन ॲन्सेस्टर आपण त्याचे शोधतो, म्हणजे की त्याचे पूर्वज जे काय तो पर्टिक्युलर तो कोणत्या फॅमिलीपासून बिलॉंग करतो. ओके, कोणत्या जीनसमधून आला ॲनिमल्स किंवा ट्रीज. ओके, दॅट इज द आणि ती जी काही फायलोजेनेटिक ट्री एक स्कीम आहे ती DNA RNA वरून आपण तिला हे करू शकतो. आता आजकालच्या या नवीन याच्यामध्ये आपण NCBI किंवा याच्या थ्रू आपण ते फायलोजेनेटिक ट्री मागून घेऊ शकतो की हा पर्टिक्युलर ऑर्गॅनिझम आहे, पर्टिक्युलर बॅक्टेरिया आहे किंवा पर्टिक्युलर ॲनिमल आहे, तो कोणत्या फॅमिलीशी बिलॉंग करतो आणि त्याचे ॲन्सेस्टर रेकॉर्ड म्हणजे फायलोजेनेटिक ट्री कसा आहे ते आपल्याला त्याद्वारे बघता येऊ शकतं. ओके, so the forms which are associated together in species, genera, classes or phyla are supposed to have descended from a single common ancestor. ओके, सो म्हणजे जे काही फॉर्म्स आहेत, मग स्पेसीज आहेत, जनरा आहेत, ही त्या कॉमन ॲन्सेस्टरलाच ते जोडलेले असतात. ओके, किंवा असोसिएटेड असतात. ओके, सो फॉर एक्झाम्पल आपण जर एक एक्झाम्पल घेतलं, द वर्टिब्रेट लाईक फिश, फ्रॉग, लिझार्ड, पिजन, रॅबिट अँड मॅन look very different from each other. Okay, but they all resemble in having one particular level, that is the dorsal hollow central nervous system, as well as a notochord, as well as in the gill slits. You have seen in these three criteria: nervous system, notochord and gill slits. These fish to frog, lizard, pigeon, rabbit and man are resemblance. Okay, means this similarity in the outwardly different vertebrate animals indicates their common ancestry, म्हणजे त्याचं कॉमन ॲन्सेस्ट्री आहे असं इंडिकेट करतात. ओके, सो वन पर्टिक्युलर दॅट इज द record, it will be given in the phylogenetic tree. Okay, so one more point we have discussed here, that is the basic unit of taxonomy is the species. Okay, why? Because a population of a closely similar individuals which are alike in their morphologic, embryologic, and physiologic characters. Okay, we know very well in the embryological uh, evidences we have seen in the uh, we, we have seen that slide. In that slide there are various kinds of embryo is there. Okay, and all embryos are similar form. Okay, so that is the one particular close resemblance, closely similar individuals. Okay, so uh, the definition of the must be modified slightly to include the species whose life cycles includes the two or more quite different morphological forms. Okay, so that is the one particular species definition. Okay, another one more point we have discussed here, that is the subspecies, a population that is spread over a wide territory may show local or regional differences which may be called subspecies. Okay, so many examples are known in which a species is broken up into the chain of subspecies. Okay, so this is the evidence, taxonomic evidences. Okay, so this is it for today. Thank you very much.